Hello and welcome. This is very exciting for me. I am on the Heart Coherence Collaborative YouTube channel, live streaming. So, welcome for those of you coming from that channel, also simultaneously streaming on my channel as well. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jose Lindsay, and I will be hosting this on the Heart Coherence Collaborative every Saturday at 11 a.m. And just so you know a little bit about me, I don't really like to say that I'm on my accomplishments, and I don't really name accomplishments that I've done. But what I have done is banged around life here and learned some things. I've studied very many different modalities. And over many, many years, what I do is I learn and I share what I've learned. I also went through an awakening about 17 years ago, and that was that was quite the thing that I had to navigate. And I'm here to share my own experiences to help others that might be awakening and going through the things I did years ago, and sharing the things that I wish other people were sharing, including the things that aren't so pretty, and just the truth about awakening and just self development and things like that. So, what I'm going to do on Saturdays at 11 here in this particular format is yes, there's going to be a heart meditation, but I'm going to talk about a topic a few minutes before, about whatever topic we're going to go through during this particular week. And then I'm going to do a meditation that where you can experience the topic we talked about. So today is self-acceptance. And before I go on, I just want to make sure in the chat that everybody can hear me. If you can, just let me know, because it's the first time I do a live stream myself. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see me and hear me okay. That would be awesome. Or let me know if there's any glitches. Anyway, I will keep checking the chat. And also when I do the meditation later. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Later on, perfect. Thank you. I see the ones coming on. And later on during the meditation, we are going to test having some background music, and I will just need your help to adjust the volumes there as well. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thumbs up. Awesome. I see the hearts. Thank you. So why self-acceptance is so important at this time. So if you are on this channel, the Heart Coherence Collaborative, you've been hearing, all of these things. There's energies coming. There's a great awakening. There's a remembering, and to ascend and to go to the 5D and all of those things. And it seems to be that there's an obsession of this. My personal experience is that we're not ascending and going above. We're embodying and taking all the higher energy and bringing it down here on earth, right? Aside from that, my experience is you can have all those concepts, you can know all of those concepts, but the very foundation of your life will be to the extent of how much you love and how much you accept yourself. Because these are all my opinions. I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru. I didn't study anything specific. I just take a whole bunch of things from hundreds of things that I've read and learned and put them together. My sense is that Prime Creator, Universe, God, anything that you want to call it, is love. Right? Is unconditional love. That's where you come from. You are a creation of that. You are a piece of that. You are a spark of God, a spark of the universe, a spark of all that is, all connected. And because you come from love, the most important thing in your life is to love yourself. When you love yourself, you can love others. When you accept yourself, you can accept others. When you see yourself part of creation, you see other people as part of creation. So to me, it is the absolutely foundation of your entire life, is what you think about yourself, your opinion about yourself, your self-worth. And on a side note for all of you out there, and to be authentic, anything that is inauthentic right now in your life is hitting you in the face like a 2 by 4. That is the energies coming in. The energies coming in right now are calling you to be your authentic self, to love yourself, to be yourself. And in a world where we were raised, that is actually really tricky. I've seen a lot of things is just look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself, or just tell yourself these affirmations. But you have to be easy about this on yourself because you've been programmed your entire life from birth, right? These are programs that you have to overcome. You went through a forgetting in life of who you were, and you were told by society and a bunch of things to limit yourself. So if you can think back of when we were little, we all had an attitude of confidence. We could do anything. We were superheroes. The future was like we could do anything and there were no obstacles. And one of the biggest things that we all went through was also the programming at school. So it started from a really, really young age. When you went to school, you started comparing yourself to other people, how they looked, how they dressed. You might have gotten made fun of. The grades that you had, if you got stars or no stars, there was always somebody that was better at sports or whatever it was. So, and we go through so much schooling and so much, what I would say, programming where you limit yourself. So that's just school. Then there's religion, depending on the religion that you grew up in with. There can be a lot of boxes of what's accepted and not accepted. So if you're a religion or you're sitting in your church or wherever you are, and they're telling you that whoever you are within is a sin or not good, it creates a lot of confusion, and you have to bury some parts of yourself to fit in. There's also your culture and society and your family, right? Your family will just like, could you just not be so, crazy? Could you just settle down? You have too much energy, or why are you dressing like that, or whatever it is. Basically, all of us, I think, came in with a really good understanding of ourselves and who we were. And over time, that light that was shining, that was connected, got more and more and more suppressed, more and more and more dim. So it's important to realize that if you're not accepting yourself, don't think that there's something wrong with you. We all went through this programming. We all have aspects of this, no matter how much you work on yourself. And often the root cause of things that are glitching in your life and not feeling well is a feeling of, I am not enough. I am not enough. I know I had that. I mean, this is a stretch for me right here, live on a channel like this. Man, do I have to tell myself different things and reprogram myself, right? We're all being asked to do things that are maybe a stretch, to go outside of your box of what you think you can do, because we have that programming of I am not enough. So we have to reprogram, remember who we are. So realize the programming that you have, that it was all incorrect. And now we're remembering who we are. And this is going to be a road. There's nothing I can tell you right now that's going to flick a switch. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be a road. You're going to do it in different ways. But remembering that you are unique. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to be you. There were no mistakes in creating you the way you are. When you tried to express yourself and people didn't get you, you shrank. But now you're going to come to realize that that's your superpower. That quirkiness, that you being authentic. Like, being authentic does not mean perfect. So as I'm talking here, I could flub up. Some of you could know more than me and say, that's not quite accurate, because I'm not an academic. Okay. I just go from gut feeling and I'm just saying what I feel is real. Maybe I hit it, maybe I don't, maybe it resonates, maybe it doesn't. I am not perfect, but and I have some quirks, right? How I talk and how I put information together. And I think that's what people want to see. So, all of you out there, it's taking the risk of being authentic of who you really are with your family, with your friends. I started a YouTube channel, with nobody watching, expressing these ideas. And oh my gosh, did I have to get over myself, and all the programming of that. My ideas matter, what I think matter, how I see information might be helpful to somebody else, right? The goal is not perfection. The goal is expression of who you are. And I love the quirks. I love watching somebody learning or goofing up or showing us their journey as they go. And like I said, it's going to take a practice coming to this realization of, oh, who was I? What was the programming? And accepting yourself for who you are. And one of the tools is to just analyze the thoughts that you have in your own head. So, myself, years and years ago, because my awakening and journey started like 17 years ago, but at the time, I would say my thoughts were 70% negative. So, if you have thoughts in there that are really negative, that's going to affect your how you show up in the world. So the one thing is just to realize the programming. What are you telling yourself? And a little trick, it sounds funny, but I think this is great, is to realize it's an inner roommate. Okay. So if you take the inner roommate, that inner roommate is speaking to you, and it's all that programming that you went through. Okay. So it's like a voice in your head. If you took that inner roommate outside of yourself, and you made it talk to you that way and name it something like Fred or Lucy or whatever, give it a name and listen to it as if a person was talking to you. In whatever voice you're doing, we're all going to say different things like, "You're so stupid," or "Who do you think you are doing that? Who's going to listen to you?" or whatever. You make that real, talking to you, okay? Just so you can see what's going on, and you would never let another person talk to you like that. So it's just a way of realizing what's in your head, what you're telling yourself, going through the inventory of your thoughts and putting nicer thoughts in there, being kinder to yourself. So that's going to be a real process. What I found the most helpful, because there was just too much in there, and yes, Louise Hay back in the day, 20 years ago or so, affirmations. Yes, affirmations will work. At the beginning, they seem fake; they're not working. But if you repeat certain affirmations, it sorts to creep in. But what I want to share with you today is a meditation for self acceptance, and we're going to test it with some music. And the whole point is, if you're like me and you're starting off with, oh my gosh, just it's like almost like a crazy person in your mind, and you've had so much programming. And for me, some of the programming came from a parent, my dad, that told me things that were negative about myself and how I looked and things like that. So it just took me so long to be okay with myself. And it's not vanity, and it's not thinking that you're better than yourself. It's just accepting yourself and loving yourself. So guided meditation sort of goes in like your subconscious. And if I'm talking to you, you might accept it a little bit more at the beginning as opposed to you telling yourself. So you take the steps that are good for you. And that's what I wanted to create for you guys today is a meditation. So I wrote it already. So I will be reading it because I find this is too important. I wanted to hit points for you. So I'm going to be reading it. I don't use any AI. I created this just for you. And we're going to put a little bit of music on. So now we're going to switch gears. So we talked about self-acceptance. Then I'm going to do a meditation just now. So If you could help me out here, this is the first time we're going to do this. I'm going to play some background music. If my voice and the music are a good mix where you can hear my voice and the background music is in the background. So if I'm talking right now, if you could just give me a 1 that you can hear the music and that you can hear me clearly. Anybody that would give me a 1 to let me know if you can hear the music along with my voice, that would be wonderful. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. I just need a couple of you. That's so helpful when you help me out. I'm like new to this. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm just going to set up my meditation here. Okay. So get in a nice, comfortable position. Relax and close your eyes. Deepen your breath. Letting the air completely fill your lungs. Find a comfortable rhythm. The air going in and out. Now place your hand on your heart and breathe as though you were breathing through your heart. Generate a feeling of love or gratitude. Feel a beautiful, glowing light emanating from your heart. Keep taking nice, long breaths as you listen to my voice and the music. In our world, you can easily get caught up with the opinions of others, either from things you were told by parents, teachers, or perhaps other kids when you were growing up. Messages from religion, news, social media, TV, movies, or other sources that tell you what you should look like, how you should act, and who you should be. Society told you that you are your possessions and you are all the outer things that you do. This can make you compare yourself to others, so much so that it can make you feel bad about yourself. It can make you think there is something wrong with you and wish that you were somehow different and able to fit in more. In reality, Nothing could be further from the truth. You are not your job or your bank account. You are not where you live or the size of your house. You are not defined by a size of clothes, level of fitness, or the habits you do or don't do. You are not the number of followers you have on social media. And you are not any of your accomplishments. You are much more than any label that someone may give you. Even though I may not know you, I know one thing for sure. You are beautiful, amazing, and perfect just as you are. Completely unique, unlike any other person or creature on earth. You are the only one that looks like you, talks like you, acts like you, thinks like you, and creates like you. Isn't it nice to know that out of the over 8 billion people on Earth, you are the only you in existence today? You are here on purpose, and there were no mistakes in making you who you are. You are worthy and amazing just for being you. You have gifts and talents that are unique to you. The key is to accept and love yourself just as you are. True acceptance can only come from within. It has nothing to do with what anybody else thinks of you. Love yourself just as you are. The interesting thing is, as you accept yourself completely, others will begin to accept you as well. Other people tend to be mirrors of what you think of yourself. You did not come here to copy someone else. You came to this world very confident, knowing how wonderful you are. But somewhere along the way, you just simply forgot. You are just as important as any other human, animal, creature, forest, mountain range, planet, star, or anything else in the universe. If you are here, then it is for a reason. You are here to shine your light. In order to shine bright, it's important to think positive and kind things about yourself. Here are some examples of things you could say to yourself. Repeat these sentences to yourself. I am enough. I love and accept myself just as I am. I choose to feel good about myself. I focus on all the great things about myself. I am worthy. I see love wherever I go. My life gets better and better every day. I expect great things to happen to me. I love and accept myself just as I am. I am who I am, and that is enough. Repeat these types of sentences until you start to believe them. As you begin to think differently about yourself, people will start to treat you differently. Be easy on yourself about all of this. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, and be yourself always. Take one last deep breath. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So thank you. I created a meditation. Hopefully, maybe you guys are still in the meditation. I created this meditation because these are the types of things that I needed when I was feeling not good about myself. So I wanted to create the things that I wish I had back in the day. So hopefully that was helpful to you. And like I said in the meditation, this is a process. You don't just tell one or two affirmations. You were programmed your entire life. This is a process. It's also normal if these things bring tears to your eyes. If you get emotional, I just got a comment. Thank you so much. An emotional meditation. I used to be like that too, especially if you had people and things and influences that told you that you weren't good. When you hear this is the truth. I know it's just me, saying this, but I honestly believe, like, when I said it, I was getting emotional. There's like an energy coming from higher just through me, and it's giving you the truth of who you are. This is the truth. So when you're not feeling good about yourself, you can go back and listen to the meditation part and just tell yourself that. And you are love, you are light, you are a fractal piece of the universe. So always remember that and keep that in your heart. So thank you so much for being here. I am absolutely honored to be here on this channel. I've been a fan. I've been watching this at least a couple of years on the Heart Coherence Collaborative, if not more. And I cannot believe I am on this channel. So thank you so much. The other thing I wanted to mention is the Heart Coherence Collaborative does have a private group. It's a school group. I'm a member. I love it. I do lead Fridays where it's a member share, where we sort of all share our experiences of awakening and journey and the things that we're in. They also have classrooms of um, how to be heart coherent. And it's just a wonderful, supportive group. I love it. There's always a link down below that you can always join that. I thank the Heart Coherence Collaborative and especially Kyle for trusting me. He met me once and we went live a couple of weeks ago on the Sunday meditation. And he literally gave me access to the channel and said, yeah, just go live and go do whatever. He's amazing and just trust me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be here every Saturday at 11 a.m. Thank you so much. I will be reading your comments. So supportive. Thank you so much. So happy to be here. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye.